Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. Today we are on the Texas Forest Trail at the Sam Houston Regional Library. Sam Houston, of course, is one of my favorite people in Texas. He was the general that led the Texas fighters against Mexico, and this library is built in his honor. Here we have some of his artifacts. He was a wood whittler, so it shows some of that stuff there. This region is known as Atascosito, which means stagnant waters. It's a 10-county area that was important back then when the French were trying to get into Texas. The Spanish decided to build their forts and towns along this area to keep them away from here. So this museum showcases the history of that. So you're going to find, of course, Native American stuff, Ice Age stuff, all this stuff from back then, because this region has been populated by different peoples. And here's an old map. I love looking at old maps and recognizing places. Like here, I recognize that Camino de Real de los Tejas right there. And I like that they have some Native American artifacts. But this museum is a library that showcases a lot of the history of the area. It's got important Spanish history, French history, Texas history, African American history, and of course it all revolves around Sam Houston, who was our national hero and president and senator and governor. He pretty much did everything. But I like coming here because you get to see a lot of the artifacts, a lot of the papers and everything, and it's amazing. I like seeing old stuff. I like seeing where things come from. I like seeing old books, and I mean, look at that. That's Sam Houston's signature. Everything had to be handwritten. Look how perfect his handwriting is. His cursive is beautiful. But I can understand why we don't teach it anymore, because it's horrible to read. And here we have a paddle wheel and an anchor, because shipping was important for this area and some of the African American representation. And apparently, there was a law that freed just certain African Americans because they were good members of society, according to them. So only specific ones were allowed to be free. And they petitioned the government of Texas, and they actually were able to get some of them to be free. It wasn't until Juneteenth that all African Americans were free, though. But you learn that history here. And look at that handwriting. Seriously, it's crazy. How do you do it? I'm glad they don't teach it anymore. It's gross. But there's also cattle industry things here, and rice industry, and oil and forests. East Texas was a big major area for industry back then, and it's kind of sad that it didn't really retain a lot of its glory that it had back in the 1800s. I guess it gave away to finance and cattle ranching and all of that once the railroads actually hit. But look at these documents. Look how amazing they are. I like that they preserve them, that they have them here. They have old photographs. And this area of Texas was popular with rice farming, and there's some Japanese immigrant. I forget his name, but he was popular and important and started the rice industry here in Texas, as well as the oil industry section that has this cool little drilling thing. But if you come here, you learn a lot about the area. And they also have rotating exhibits. This one was about postcards. I love postcards. And here you get to see people who are famous in the area, such as my favorite guy, Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys, and B.B. Sahara Dickinson, and Tex Ritter. And women were also important to this area, so they have their parts there too. But if you come here, you get to see some of the historic buildings that are there, such as this Episcopal Church, which was one of the oldest in the area. And you get to see the Daniel House. Daniels was a governor, and he made a replica of the governor's mansion, and it is here because he married Sam Houston's great-great-granddaughter. And that's how it all comes down to here in Texas, Sam Houston. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.